Trinace.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Good evening, board members, cabinet, and community members. Learning Support Services, in partnership with the Special Education Department, is excited to provide an update regarding our effort to support continued professional learning and implementation of explicit, systematic instruction focused on the foundational skills in reading. This includes phonological awareness, phonemic awareness, and phonics. Early Literacy 2.0 continues to engage teachers in deepening their literacy knowledge grounded in sequential, systematic, and explicit phonics instruction, utilizing multisensory learning strategies. Next slide, please. With the help of a one-time Educator Effectiveness Grant, all kindergarten, first and second grade general education teachers have received professional learning from the Institute of Multisensory Education, IMSE, which is an Orton-Gillingham approach via a 5-day training over the last 2 school years. Orton-Gillingham was among the first teaching approaches designed to help struggling readers by explicitly teaching the connections between letters and sounds. Orton-Gillingham is a highly structured approach that breaks reading and spelling down into smaller skills involving letters and sounds, and then building on these skills over time. Through research, this approach has proven to not only be truly effective for all students, but essential for teaching students that struggle with reading. Next slide, please. 5 years ago, our special educators began engaging in learning with IMSE and the Orton-Gillingham approach to support our students with learning differences. With both our special education and general education educators learning and implementing the same strategies, there is continuity for our students that receive intervention support outside of the classroom. There's a consistency and coherence in our academic language. The Literacy 2.0 initiative strengthens our efforts around dyslexia, interventions, and supports. We're pleased to share that we have approximately 420 teachers across the district trained to date. This slide shows the number of teachers and education specialists that have been trained over the last 7 years. Next slide, please. As we plan to continue this work, Learning Support Services and Special Education have outlined a plan that will build upon and sustain the work and investment made thus far. This plan includes training for any newly hired teachers or teachers new to K through 2 grade level, along with continued site visits. These site visits occur during grade level team exploration release time to review best practices and ensure implementation with fidelity. Additional learning opportunities are provided to both the on-site administrators and instructional assistants to develop a system-wide understanding of structured literacy. Data is continuously used to monitor student progress and make adjustments as needed. We're also excited to share that we are currently training a member of Team PUSD to become a certified IMSE instructor for continued supports. Benefits of having an in-house certified district trainer are, of course, cost savings per person, along with the flexibility of training days and schedules, being mindful of substitute teacher constraints and classroom schedules. I'm also excited to share that that member of Team PUSD is me. I'm honored and so excited. Next slide, please. Surprise. So during the 5-day training, participants learn to evaluate and teach students in the areas of phonological awareness, phonics, fluency, vocabulary comprehension, spelling, and writing. Teachers also spend time gaining knowledge in the following: the science of reading, structured literacy, the multisensory approach, how to support students with reading difficulties such as dyslexia, identifying and administering various types of assessments, and creating and implementing structured literacy lessons based on those assessments. Next slide, please. Here are a few photos of IMSE in action in our district. Each of these components are part of the lesson plan that occurs Monday through Friday for 30 minutes a day. Our first photo is a first grade student using the sand tray to show the 5 ways to spell long E. Our second photo is a second grade student spelling multisyllabic words with the pound and tap strategy. And the last photo is of a whole group spelling pantry review lesson. Next slide, please. In addition to the direct instruction, students are experiencing whole group small group, and individualized lessons from their classroom teacher as part of a complete English language arts daily block of instruction. Daily implementation of IMSE provides the phonemic awareness, phonics instruction, and foundation skills strategies that align, strengthen, and complement our ELA benchmark advanced curriculum and other literacy resources that focus on vocabulary and comprehension, creating a complete literacy program. Teachers are continually monitoring assessment data and placing students in flexible groups to meet their literacy needs. Next slide, please. This slide shows data from one school in our district that attended the first round of IMSE training. The top bar shows that at the start of this school year, 67% of kindergarten students were scoring below grade level as measured through Lexia Core 5. As of March 2024, only 7% are scoring below grade level, and we have seen significant improvements in students at grade level and above. We can see the same trend of improvement as well with our first grade and second grade students in their foundational skills. Next slide, please. In closing, we wanted to bring student and teacher voice to this work with a few quotes. I'll let you read those. The enthusiasm and excitement around reading instruction across PUSD sites is truly palpable. Next slide, please. To echo the sentiment of teachers, IMSE is a valuable resource that students can directly apply in their daily reading and writing practice across all curriculum areas. Next slide, please. Thank you so much for the opportunity to share this work. Are there any questions or comments?
Thank you so much, Ms. Sevilla. Any questions, comments from the board? Yes, Ms. Couvret.
Expedia, all your trip, all in one place.